everyone. Welcome back to the Taylor House Museum virtual tour. We have finished the downstairs part, and today we're going to be moving upstairs. So come on, we're going to move up to the upstairs hallway. So again, we're still in the original 1830s block of the house. And this upstairs hallway is a perfect example of sort of form and function in a house built in this time. 1830s was certainly prior to electricity being put into houses. So most houses really need to make the best use of natural light. And this upstairs landing is a perfect example of natural light playing a role in the interior of a house. Stained glass window is actually added in the 1890s when Calvin B. Taylor bought the house. So when this house was built in the 1830s, this would have been clear glass. So it's flooded with natural light. It is a big space, as you can see, so it would have had a purpose with all this natural light and all this space. So we've chosen to interpret it as a place where work could be done that really would require close looking, so weaving or sewing and things like that. We have chosen to interpret this space for that because when clothing and rugs and things like that were made, they were made by hand in the 1830s. So bright light would have been required to be able to see the stitching that was needed. Just a couple interesting things of note. We do know the gentleman that is in this portrait. The same gentleman is downstairs in the dining room. So when you come to see the Calvin B. Taylor House Museum in real life, when we open, you'll be able to compare this portrait with the portrait downstairs in the dining room. He was part of the Toadvine family, which is a local family in Salisbury. And an interesting thing in this portrait, we are able to identify him because we believe at one point his nose may have been broken, because you can tell by the angle of his nose both in this portrait and the portrait downstairs. We will show you a sneak peek. We do have an attic in this museum, and we are planning, this is a door going up to the attic. That is usually a space that is off limits to the public because it holds our archives and some storage space. But if you become a member of the museum, we are planning on holding a members only event. We would have held it in the spring, but we are looking at holding it in the fall. And as part of the members only event, you would get exclusive access to seeing our third floor archive space and office space for our curator. Once again, we are closed for the month of June. We usually would be open, but due to the COVID-19, we will not open until July, but please, we encourage you to visit our website. If you would like to become a member, there are some great new benefits to becoming a member, and you're certainly always welcome to leave a donation to continue, help us continue running this awesome historic house museum. Thanks so much. See you next week.